Invention 18. The story of the Persian windmill invention. In the dry lands of ancient Persia, where the sun could be fierce and rivers were not always near, people searched for better ways to survive and work. Farmers had grain, but turning wheat into flour was slow and tiring. Before windmills, many communities depended on human hands, animal strength, simple grinding stones, or watermills when flowing water was available. But in eastern Persia, especially in regions like Sistan and Khorasan, another powerful force was always present: the wind. It blew across the open land with strength and rhythm, and over time, people began to wonder if this invisible force could be useful. From this need came the Persian windmill, also known as the asbad. No single inventor's name has survived, because this was not the work of one famous person alone. It was most likely created by local builders, farmers, millers, and practical engineers who understood their land deeply. These early windmills appeared in eastern Persia during the early medieval period, dating back to the 7th and 9th centuries. Unlike later European windmills that spin vertically like a giant wall fan, Persian asbads used a vertical axis system. Their sails turned horizontally around an upright shaft, moving in a circle like a playground carousel. The design was simple, clever, and perfectly adapted to the desert environment. Builders used materials they could find nearby, such as clay, mud brick, wood, straw, reed mats, and cloth. The wind turned the blades, which caused the upright shaft to spin. Because this shaft connected directly to the heavy stones below, its rotation immediately powered the millstones that crushed grain into flour. In places like Nashtifan, in present-day Iran, these windmills became part of daily village life. They were not only machines, they were landmarks of survival. Their tall structures stood against the wind, showing how communities could turn a difficult natural condition into a helpful working partner. The Persian windmill changed life in quiet but important ways. It reduced the heavy physical effort needed to grind grain and helped farmers process crops more efficiently. Flour could be produced faster, supporting families, villages, and local economies. More importantly, the asbad showed that wind could become mechanical energy, long before modern wind turbines existed. Over time, the idea of using wind power spread westward, and many historians consider Iran an important birthplace of vertical axis windmill technology. Later, in Europe, windmills developed into different forms, including tower mills and post mills. Today, the ancient Persian windmills are mostly remembered as heritage monuments, especially the famous windmills of Nashtifan. Yet their meaning is still alive. They remind us that sustainable design is not only a modern idea, it has deep roots in human history. Ancient Persian communities used local materials like mud and reeds, observed nature carefully, and created machines that worked with the environment instead of fighting against it. Modern wind turbines are more advanced, but the basic dream is similar: to use the power of the wind for human needs. The asbad remains a beautiful symbol of invention, adaptation, and wisdom.